Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has finally hit our major price target almost to the exact dollar accuracy. My trades are unfortunately still in a loss, but today I really want to show you why I'm expecting a bounce very soon. Now first you are going to see we are as of right now trading exactly at our daily and also the monthly high term time frame area of support. Where we are as of right now is really not a random price target. Both of those high term time frame areas were actually hit almost exactly, and not only that, pay right now attention to what other people are doing in the market. Most of them are getting completely wrecked and completely liquidated because in the past 24 hours, over 626 million of longs and shorts got completely wrecked. Personally, yes, I am still as of right now holding some brand new long or buy positions right here, but the thing is, if we are pushing lower, I really want to be entering brand new long trades and not really short trades. And later, I'm even going to share with you exactly what is going to be our next lower price target, where potentially you can be looking to enter another brand new long trade. But right now, first of all, let me zoom in a little bit on the 4-hour time frame because we need to talk about our impulsive structure towards downside. If you have been following me on Twitter for the past couple of days, you probably know that yesterday I posted this very important chart where I said this bearish Bitcoin scenario is currently playing out. Just try to not get too scared at the bottom. So if we right now pay attention to some kind of a 5-wave price structure towards downside, potentially of course yes, we can still be expecting lower. And in our third elite wave, we also need to talk about another 5-wave price structure. So what you're right now going to see, for sure, we can right now say that Bitcoin already a couple of hours ago finished another impulse. We got right here the first impulse, the first correction. Another impulse right here for our third elite wave. Right now, if we are going to be chopping around at this specific area for the next couple of days, because of course today is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday, we might be getting the fourth elite wave and then of course also another push towards downside for us to finish the entire 5-wave price structure. And what you're also right now going to see with our third elite wave, when we right now go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension, we are going to go from the exact high towards the exact low back towards the exact high. You're going to see 1.618 Fibonacci extension price target on Bitcoin was literally hit almost to the exact dollar accuracy. So this is right now why, if we are going to be chopping around at this specific area right now for the next couple of days, for sure, we can be expecting the fourth one, and then of course also another push down for us to then finally finish the entire third elite wave. Then of course another correction can be expected, and of course after the fourth one is finished, another push down on Bitcoin is probably going to happen. However, because right now we are already trading at some very nice levels, personally I am already holding a brand new long trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP and also on Solana. And also later in the video, I also want to talk about my trading bots right here, where I deployed $50,000 to the Bitcoin and Ethereum bot right here, but more about that slightly later. Right now, let's talk about our crypto fear and greed index, because what we are seeing right now, to be honest, I have not seen before. Also right here, when we go on the old chart, clearly this look like the crypto fear and greed index has never been that low at the 10 level. So yes, at this specific area, we were trading on the crypto fear and greed index at the 15 level, and also right here, we hit the 15 level. But right now, we are being at the 10 level. So it clearly does look like people, not only they are being in fear, they are right now being in the extreme fear, and historically speaking, you really want to be buying the extreme fear because of course, people are right now scared, and not only scared, they're of course also liquidated. This is right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now let's talk about the Achler stochastic CG oscillator, something not a lot of people are paying attention to. I have found out about the Achler stochastic CG oscillator from one of the Korean traders, and what you're right now going to see, it is right now happening on this specific indicator. We are going to potentially form in the upcoming days a brand new double bottom pattern. We got a push down, potentially right now we are going to get another push towards downside, especially if Bitcoin is right now going to hit also our lower target that I am going to share with you slightly later. We are going to get a double bottom pattern, bullish indication for Bitcoin, and definitely definitely after that, we might be expecting some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. And the double bottom pattern probably is not going to be formed only on the daily time frame. What if we are right now zooming out on the 2-day time frame? You're actually going to see the double bottom pattern is right now already being formed. Double bottom pattern, bullish indication for Bitcoin, double top pattern, bearish indication for Bitcoin, and you're going to see right here, we definitely got another push towards downside. So those double tops and double bottoms are going to be reversal indicators, reversal signals for Bitcoin, and this is right now simply why if we are going to confirm a double bottom pattern on the daily, it is going to simply be another bullish Bitcoin indication. Previously, we got a double bottom pattern, was back in June 2025. We literally got the exact bottom, Bitcoin exploded towards another all-time high. Also right here, double bottom pattern formed, we got another major push towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. So it really does look like double bottom patterns are actually very nice bullish Bitcoin indications. However, right here, I also want to share with you something even more important. We right now know, okay, potentially Bitcoin is going to bottom out in the next couple of days, approximately at the area where we are as of right now. However, what is then actually going to be some kind of a sign of strength? We right now need to zoom out on the daily time frame to talk about our volume levels. Remember, as we usually say, below the volume levels, we are more bearish, and if we are going to get the acceptance above the volume levels, definitely it is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. As right now, we are still trading below our very important value area low. So if Bitcoin is going to be able in the next couple of days to see an acceptance back above the value area low right here, definitely a bullish indication for Bitcoin, because clearly you're going to right here see, once we reclaimed the value area low, we simply continue towards another all-time high. So if we are going to be able to get this, definitely another major bullish indication on the Bitcoin price itself. Additionally, this value area low is really not a random level. Without even paying attention right now to our volume levels, clearly you're going to notice, historically speaking, this specific area has been a major area of support and resistance. You're going to notice perfect area of support, perfect area of resistance, also some kind of an area of support, and right now, because broken down, it is simply going to be an area of resistance. If reclaimed towards the upside, it is then going to mean a sign of strength, because Bitcoin in a significant downtrend, it is also able to reclaim a major area of resistance, aka also of course our major volume level. Additionally, exactly right here, we need to talk about our anchored VWAP, because of course not a lot of people even know about the anchored VWAP when we anchor it at the local high, and you can actually notice the anchored VWAP is coming in almost exactly towards our value area low and also towards our major zone of resistance. So definitely, if reclaimed towards the upside, happy days for Bitcoin. Our long trades are probably going to be in an even nicer profit. Now, additionally, what if we are zooming out on the weekly time frame? Something most people, of course, are not paying attention to. However, you're right now going to see when we zoom out on the weekly, we need to go with the RSI indicator, MACD indicator, and also money flow indicator, because all of those three indicators right now are actually seeing something very, very nice here. Yes, Bitcoin, at least as right now, it is still getting another higher low. However, on the RSI indicator, clearly, we are getting a brand new lower low. On the MACD indicator, also another lower low. And also on the money flow indicator, at least as right now, we are getting a very slight lower low right here. So all of those indicators are right now having a setup for a hidden bullish divergence. Those bullish divergences, at least as right now, are still not confirmed. However, if we are going to be able to get some kind of a bounce towards the upside, maybe even start reclaiming our value area low, definitely, in my opinion, a significant bullish Bitcoin indication. And this is right now also one of the reasons why personally I deployed $50,000 to Bitcoin and also Ethereum trading bot. Yes, unfortunately, as right now, both of the bots are right now being in a loss. However, you're going to see the Bitcoin bot is going to be buying all the way down towards $65,000 area, and the Ethereum bot is also going to be buying all the way down towards $2,000 area. So it does look like that right now, because we are pushing lower, I am simply dollar cost averaging into both of those long positions on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And of course, if you want to copy all of my bots right here, the exact same settings I'm right now using, simply click the first link down below in the description, where of course you're going to sign up on Pionex exchange. At the moment, they're having quite an insane campaign. You deposit 100, you're going to get $200, but also the more you're going to deposit, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. $1,000 deposit is going to give you another $600, and of course, the more you're going to deposit, the bigger bonus you're going to get. Then simply after you sign up, click the second link down below right here, because then you're going to be able to deploy not only the Bitcoin bot, but also the Ethereum bot. So simply, if you want to follow my trades right here with the bots, click the first link, sign up, and then deploy with the second link down below in the description. Right now, let's also talk about the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, because on the weekly time frame, it really does look like bigger liquidations are not going to be anymore below the recent lows, but actually this time above the recent highs. Our biggest liquidation cluster on Bitcoin is going to land exactly at $96,700, where almost 160 million of short positions are going to get tracked. And this specific level is right now Bitcoin simply acting as a magnet, not only on the weekly time frame. What if we are zooming out on the 2-week time frame? Also right here, you're maybe even going to be surprised, but at least as of right now, bigger liquidations on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, zooming out on the 2-week time frame, are also not going to be below the recent lows, but actually exactly above the recent highs. At $97,100, 268 million of short positions are going to get tracked. So if you look like that, both of those liquidation charts are right now showing us that potentially we might be expecting a bounce sooner rather than later. However, I would say like that, because what we said before, potentially if the 5-wave price structure is right now not finished yet, we could still get another push towards downside. What is then going to be our next important lower target you should really be aware of? And of course, if we are going to go lower, both of the bots right here, Bitcoin and Ethereum bot, are going to be buying even more. However, the next target, if we right now do go lower without the acceptance above our volume levels, simply we need to pay attention towards our next high-term time frame areas of support towards the daily and also the weekly high-term time frame level at approximately $79,000 area. Also, why? Because exactly right here, when we are talking about our Fibonacci extension price targets, 1.618 Fibonacci extension without the logarithmic scale is going to land exactly right here. So what we can right now do, we go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension from the exact high towards the low right here, back towards the high. And you're right now going to see 1.618 Fibonacci extension level coming in exactly at this specific area. So don't get me wrong, I am not saying Bitcoin, of course, cannot collapse towards downside. All I'm right now saying to you is that, in my opinion, because everything is dumping, because everyone is not only scared right here, but of course also wrecked, that is the reason why personally I am not deploying brand new short or sell positions right here, but of course I am longing Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana, but also I'm deploying brand new trading bots that are right now dollar cost averaging into long trades on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Additionally, let's right now talk about Ethereum Bitcoin chart, because the reality right now is Ethereum Bitcoin chart, yes, it is getting some kind of a push towards downside. However, what you're going to see, we are not getting any major dumps on this specific chart, which actually does look like it is right now being quite stable. For sure, we have gotten a retracement back down of approximately 30%. However, it does look like we are just chopping towards downside, and to be honest, looking right now on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame, at least in my opinion, it is still looking kind of bullish. So definitely the most important level I'm right now paying attention to on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart is going to be breaking the major diagonal area of resistance. If we are going to be able to do that, definitely a bullish indication for Ethereum, where potentially, of course, we can also then be expecting a bigger bounce towards the upside on Ethereum USD chart. If you did not watch my entire yesterday's video, yes, I mentioned why Ethereum is also approaching another major level at approximately $2,500. Daily level right here, monthly level, golden Fibonacci ratio, also the anchored VWAP exactly at the same area. But of course, also additionally, if Bitcoin right now does go lower, potentially we are then going to bottom out and we might be expecting some kind of a bounce towards the upside in the next couple of days. This is right now why, yes, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into my long trades on Bitcoin and Ethereum using the trading bots. And if you want to follow my exact bots right here, simply register on Pionex with this specific link, because the more you're going to deposit, the bigger bonus you're going to get. But also deploy the bots using this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.